على سيدنا محمد حبيب الرحمن وسيد الأكوان والحاضر مع من صلى عليه في كل زمان ومكان وعلى آله وصحبه في كل آن. اللهم افتح لنا بالخير واختم لنا بالخير. اللهم افتح لنا بالخير واختم لنا بالخير. اللهم افتح لنا بالخير واختم لنا بالخير. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وتوفنا مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار. صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Let's settle down. So my name is Anthony Wanjohi. I come from a company called Computer Pride. Computer Pride acts as two things. We are a training college and we are also an IT company. So that serves you two purposes. Purpose number one, you have a learning center. Purpose number two, you have an employer. Now how do the two, what's the synergy between the two? As Computer Pride, we are one thing. We train pure IT certifications or pure IT courses. Now by IT courses, I'm going to mix Kiswahili and English. My Kiswahili is not so good. I've lived in Mombasa for only 7 months. So when you hear me speaking in a weird Kiswahili, please don't blame me. A brief intro of Computer Pride is that we have 30 years of experience. We established in the year 1990. The first center was set up in Nairobi. Majority of the guys whom you realize they're very prominent in the IT field, they've gone through Computer Pride. You have the management aspect, right? But Kenya wanataka, they want someone who's going to act as both a manager, but they're also going to have the way, the know-how, the hands-on skills of how to do it. And that is what we are calling the technical skills, the hands-on. Ukipata those seats that have been built behind there, that's a craft mtu alienda kasoma kufanya. So yule jamaa mwenye alitengeneza ile kiti hata kosa kazi. Why? Because akienda mali pengine ataonyeshana, this is my seat, I built it. Nilitengeneza hii kiti, it's being used at Alidina. You get? So the hands-on skills are really, really important for you to know. More so in the IT field, which is where we come from, the theory aspect is not really, really that important. It's not about matter of how much theory do you know, it's a matter of how much can you do by your hands. What can you develop? Can you build a mobile application? Can you build a web application? Can you build an analytics system? Are you able to collect data from the market? Say, umepost picha yako YouTube, picha yako Instagram, umepost picha yako, where else can you post your picture? Yes? Snapchat. I'm not really good in social media. One problem tunapatanga is that watu wengi wanasemanga, Anto, wewe ni mtu wa IT, nisaidie kufunguanisha Facebook account yangu iko na shida. So watu ufikiria sisi watu wa IT tunajua mambo ya nini? Mambo ya social media. Two different things. Social media is social media, IT is IT. So hakuna vile mimi mtu wa IT naweza jua mambo mingi kuhusu nini? Kuhusu social media. You get? But ile picha ambayo umepost, you need someone who has a skill like him, a photographer, to take the photo, edit it for you. Akisha edit ile picha, it's very beautiful, right? Now, say amepiga picha ya a product you're selling, your biashara. Someone has recorded a video. Amekupatia ile video ya kumarket biashara yako. But how do you reach the market? You get? You go to someone who's done social media marketing, right? So the social media marketer, they normally look at various things such as SEO, optimization. They look at vitu kama kuzipost kwa which is the best media to post. Do I post on Instagram? Who is the target market? Am I targeting vijana wadogo? Am I targeting a certain age group? Vitu kama zile. Once they post it there, and then you get to pay, say, vitu kama ngapi, you pay like 10,000 shillings to reach a certain age group in a certain geographical location. What would happen? Facebook is going to give you that. Utafikia hao watu wote. But the question is this, How will you tell if you actually reach the right people who are actually going to generate income for you, for your business? You get, yeah? Now that is where you bring on board someone called a data analyst or a business analyst. So wewe unakuja unaandika your programs, okay? You can write your programs in a language called, say for example, Python programming, which is one of the best languages you should learn. And then after that, what happens? You get to analyze. Facebook said they want to reach 10,000 people. Or did you reach 10,000 people? Out of these 10,000 people, ni wangapi watafanya nini? Wanafaa kuwa converted to be people generating income for the company. How do we analyze that? You get, yeah? That's the work of someone called a business analyst. And those are some of the programs which, just example of the programs that we offer. Business intelligence analyst, the data analyst, stuff like that. You get, yeah? So the question would be this: what is that single career that you are interested in taking, and at what level do you want to reach? Do you want to be playing pale chini kwa carpet peke yake, or do you want to scale to higher grounds? An example I'll give you is some of these buildings that are being built here. Would you prefer to live on the ground floor or at the penthouse? At the penthouse, right? Same as your career. No one wants to work at the low level. We all want to progress to the penthouse. The foundation is always the toughest to crack. You get, yeah? Some of the certifications you can take include things like certified ethical hacker. This is someone who hacks for the purpose of what? He's a good hacker. You have the black hat hackers and you have the ethical hackers. You call them the white hat hackers. And then you have others, they are called the gray hat. Gray hat is good and bad. That's both good things and bad things at the same time. All right? You have forensic investigator. So you are a DCI of what? Of cybersecurity. You're the DCI. You're the guys who are called to when systems are hacked. All right? Then you have things like cybersecurity analyst. So your work is identifying, assessing, mitigating security threats to an organization's computer networks and systems. These guys are paid a lot of money. You can, during your own time, please look into some of these and see how much can you make from these programs. All right, I only use it to buy stuff. So on Instagram, una realize siku hizi, ukiingia Instagram, you don't need to download your photo. The photos load automatically, right? But WhatsApp, you have to download the photos, right? For you to, if I send you an image today, right, of a computer on your WhatsApp, you have to download it, right? But when I upload the photo on my Instagram account, do you need to download it? It loads automatically, right? The difference is in where it's stored, right? So the image on Instagram is stored on the cloud. Organizations are shifting towards not working with local databases, but to something called cloud storage, okay? More details about that. It's a really interesting concept that you really need to understand as well for you to remain relevant. We have a deficit of data scientists and data analysts in the country, not just in the country but all over the world. There's a very huge deficit of these people. Why do I say that? When oil was discovered, most countries like the Saudi Arabian countries, you realize they became rich as a result of what? Oil, right? Now, you have identified another oil. There is so much data from companies. There is so much data being put out there on social media, on every other place. We need to make sense out of that data. We need to be able to decide, are we going to be relevant tomorrow? If someone came today and told you, boss, you're going to get an A in your KCSE, and then you actually get that A, right? When he comes and tells you you're going to become a doctor, will you listen to him? Why will you listen to him? He told you something and it actually happened, right? That's the beauty part of a data analyst. So a data analyst does what you call forecasting, derives insight out of what? Out of the data. Are we together? Like for example, all of you here, we can collect all these photos that are being taken here, the videos that are here, and we are able to determine. We can tell that guy behind there started feeling very hungry in the middle of the presentation. We can tell that guy was less interested. We can tell this guy is actually going to do very good. You get things such as Power BI, data analysis with Python, machine learning, and lastly we have a program called CompTIA Data Plus. There is quite a lot of them. This is just an example. This is just a few examples of them. There is so many, right?
It's the process of creating instructions. The logical instructions.
Good. Thank you. So he is very correct. Please say me, I have a gift for you. All right? No, I know his face, so don't come. They blow in the mic and then people fall down, right? You can actually do that. That's programming, right? So programming is the aspect of writing instructions for the computer to do, through a computer to perform a certain activity. Say majority of that. So some of the best languages you have is C++, Java, programming in R, and etc. I won't go into details zaidi.
Assalamu alaikum. So before we start, can we all stand up? Nimeona wengine huko nyuma wanalalalala. Alidina si jokers. Kwa hivyo nikiwaona mna joke mnanishangaza. Yes, bags bwana kwa kiti. Bags kwa kiti. We want to do a small exercise so that tusikizane. Sasa? All right. What? Okay. Aya, who can give us a nice inaitwa nini? A warmer, a nice one. Sio la. Alidini anza tulali. I will mention your name ushangae nimejuaje. So, better uje hapa. If you are a true Alidinian, uje hapa mbele. Ujitokeze, si ndio? Yes, come. Hi. All of us are supposed to do like that. Eh? At the back, I'm not seeing you doing it. Huh? Mwasikia vile mwambiwa. You are groaning like old men. Yeah? Sorry. Aya, tumpatie makofi sasa. So I want to introduce myself first, eh? Na mnataka munisikize kwa makini. Sasa. My name is Samira Abdallah. I was in this school 1985-87. Mbona hamunipigi makofi? Okay? Some of you are Form 2 East, Form 2 West. Hizo klasi nimeketi. Tumefahamiana? Hizo library, hizo klasi za juu huko niliketi. Okay? So I think I'm the right person to talk to you, isn't it? Yeah. And today we are celebrating 100 years. Hizi 100 years hazikuja hivyo. We worked. I'm a member of the association of the old Alidinians, eh? Now the old Alidinians are still working proudly for you. Isn't it? Simkiangalia shule inang'ara. Eh? Imeng'arishwa na nani? Si Fayaz peke yake. Si Fayaz peke yake. Nani wengine? And can I tell you, yule ambaye anang'arisha hapa, mimi nikiwa form 5, yeye alikuwa form 2. He is also an Alidinian. Yes. Can I tell you more? Yeah? Okay, so I was here 85, 87. Wakati huo wa old system, Form 5 and 6, Alidina was mixed. Okay? But mix ni wasichana wachache tu. Alidina was one of the top cream schools in Kenya. For you to join Alidina, ilikuwa si mchezo. You are going to meet some of the old students, as old as 70 years, as old as 80 years. And many of them are very successful people. Very successful. That's why I said Alidinians are not jokers. Kila alikuwa na join Alidina, akitoka hapa, anatoka ni daktari, ni engineer. Are we together? They are people of substance, not drug barons, not drug pushers, not matatu manambas or matatu touts. Alidinians, yeah? And that is why I am still standing here very proud, Alidinian. And you're going to meet other ladies. The VC, TUM University, is an Alidinian. VC, the very few Muslim woman, she's the only one who is a VC in this country, and she's an Alidinian. Tunaelewana? I'm just giving you, na sijaanza na wapatia changamoto, si ndio? Dr. Juzar Huka, you've heard about Dr. Juzar Huka? The leading cardiologist in Kenya was my classmate. Yes. We have even a pilot huko NASA huko USA is an Alidinian. Sasa, why did I start by giving you that description? The reason why I started there is because we want serious guys. When you join Alidina, you have made a choice. And the choice is, I want to live here with an A. Not E, not D, not C. It was an A. And that is why I was telling you, girls in Form 5 and 6, we were not even 50. Because for you to come to Alidina, you must have passed very well in Form 4. Sasa, then you get selected. The only schools that were doing very well in Coast Province was Alidina, the mighty Shimo, and Matuga Girls, and no. All right. Aya, tuache hivyo. That, all right? But people of substance. 2, I am a principal of an institution. Okay? Kwa hivyo nimesoma. Si ndio? Kusoma, nimesoma. And I'm one of you. Nimezaliwa Mombasa, nimesoma Mombasa, nimeishi Mombasa, and right now I'm working in Mombasa. Okay? So I'm a principal of Likoni Technical and Vocational Training College. On top of that, I'm your board member. So Alidina niko nyumbani, si ndio? I'm actually the vice chairman, right? You have met the chairman, isn't it? So I'm his vice. And tuko kwa hiyo committee ya kufanikisha this celebration. Okay? And the reason why I'm also here 3 times, you know, I'm here nikivaa kofia 3. I'm here nikivaa kofia ya one of you, an Alidinian. Na nitakufa an Alidinian. And I am proud of it. Right? When I meet somebody, I tell them I am an Alidinian. Na watu wanajua yes, Hapo ndipo. Tuko pamoja? Are you hearing me? So that is my first heart. My second heart, I am a board member. Okay? So we are here managing the school as well. My third kofia, I am the vice chair. And I am in the committee education. Why committee education? Because we are here for a season and a reason. When you joined Alidina, some of you came last year, some of you are 2 years old, some of you are 3 years old, isn't it? So when you joined Alidina, we welcomed you here, all right? And we told you, kama hatuja kuambia, I want to remind you that in Alidina we have a tradition. Na hiyo tradition tuliipata kutoka kwa wale wa nyuma. And the tradition is we help one another to achieve success. Because we are here for what? A season and a reason. The season is 4 years. The reason is to achieve success. Isn't it? And Alidinians don't stop at less than A. Okay? We used to compete. We used to compete. Na tukipeleka watu universities. Bila shida. So, as young as you are, we want to mold you. We want to mold you right early so that you come here and your focus is education. That's how. Okay. Another thing I also want to emphasize is that Alidina is a STEM school. And I'm sure you know what STEM means. Shame on you, those who are nodding their head. Oh my God. You will force me to say this in the board. There are so many writings that this is a STEM school. Alidina is a STEM school. Yet we don't know what is STEM. Aya. Who will tell us? Kuja tu. Wewe.
STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Good. Bateni makofi. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and maths. That is how serious we are at Alidina. We are not jokers. We are people who want to be engineers. We want to be mathematicians. We want to be scientists, right? And we want to be technologists. My colleague who has just left here talked to you about ICT. Si ndio? Uko ndo tuko Alidina. Wacheni kunibwaga. I know most of us are very good historians. But historians tutawaacha pale Fort Jesus. Mkituelezea nini? Mambo ya zamani. Some of us are good at geography. It is not a crime. Okay? You will still tell us the features, the mountainous features, the Rift Valley and etc. And some of us are very good at, no, we are not good at Kiswahili by the way, but some of us are very good in religious education, which is not bad, right? But this is a STEM school. And the emphasis is maths. And I want to talk to you kama mwalimu. Maths ndio kila kitu. Those of you who hate maths, hate themselves. Because you are going to find maths in everything that you do. Okay? So, kitu cha kwanza ni maths. So I want you people to give it your best shot in that maths. And then sciences, physics. Kama hujui physics, chemistry je? Naona? Haya, kama hujui chemistry, bio nayo. Sasa kama hutaki kujua moja of the sciences, sasa tukuweke wapi? Remember, we have agreed Alidinians are engineers, the best engineers in Mombasa and in the world, in the diaspora. They are Alidinians. You're going to meet Dr. Laha. Dr. Laha has retired. He was a retired doctor in UK. He's lived in UK miaka yote. And he loves Alidina. He always comes back here to do things because of the passion. But if he tells you what he has been doing in London, all of you would want to emulate him. Ni wale madaktari walikuwa wanalipwa pesa nyingi just to relieve pains. Somebody ana pains, anaenda kwake, wanaongea, alafu unaacha ma euros hapo. Si ndio? Nyie hamtaki kuwa hivyo? Mnataka kuwa manamba? God forbid I don't meet you next door, you are a manamba. And you tell me you are from Alidina. Right? So that technology, and that is why Alidina is boasting to have the state-of-the-art facility in what? ICT. Si ndio? Si tuko mbele ama? Makofi to the old boys. They are the ones who did that. Yeah? Si ndio? Si mwalimu can teach in one place and all of you can listen. Si ndio? Form 3 and 4 we started. And I know mwakani tutaenda form 2 na form 1. That is where we are going. Technology. Haikuja hivyo hivyo. Sasa. So mine was first and foremost to motivate you, to give you courage, all right? And to ask each one of you that we are not in Alidina by chance. We are in Alidina because we deserve to be in Alidina. Sasa, and in Alidina, we are the best. I want you to walk tall from today and say, I'm in Alidina and Alidina is going to lead in Coast Province, just like we used to during our time. Alidina was a force, a recon. Tumefahamiana? Sio tumekubaliana? Ama bado? Tumekubaliana. Kwa hivyo kuanzia sasa sitaki kusikia zile D's na E's. Nikisema D na E's nazijua. I am in the education committee. So I know your performance. So we want to turn those ones into A's and B's. Sasa? Inshallah. Okay. I want to introduce my people of courage.
Good afternoon. My name is Tawa Titus Caesar. I'm the college registrar at the Polytechnical and Vocational College. Madam has introduced about the college. All of us, are you from 4s or from 3s? From 1s? Ah, nice, nice. So I'll talk briefly about Likoni TVC, briefly about life as a student, alafu tumalize. Sawa. So Madam has talked about the college. We are a TVET institution located in Likoni. The main reason why the college was built is to give you young people the soft skills that at the end of the day you will go there and either empower your community. There's more offices in Aisha. So it's better for you, even if you have that degree in marine engineering or whatever, you need to have a skill that at the end of the day can also supplement what you have. Mr. here has just talked about ICT and media. So that is a true definition now of what we as TVET we want to empower, because he's doing ICT consultants, but at the end of the day he has a skill, or maybe we can say it was a hobby in media, which he passionately followed mpaka sai pale mali amefika. So for us, we are giving you that skill. Refrigeration, electrical engineering, ICT. We offer courses from cybersecurity to web programming. We have hospitality. When you wanajisikia pia, maybe you are male, but you like designing, kusuka nywele, so we also offer those courses. It's part and parcel of the TVET gospel that Madam Principal has said. Tumeloana diapo. For more information, you will come huko nyuma. We have a table, we'll be there briefly. We talk about the college. Number 2, I want to talk about life. You people are students, sinivo. I'm also a youth like you, bado sijazeeka, jakula chumvi kama mzee wangu pale. So I'm a youth, and I'm passionate about seeing the coast boy, kijana kutoka pwani ama msichana kutoka pwani amefanya nini, amekuwa. Tumeloana diapo. I was born and raised in Likoni, schooled in a very small school huko hivyo called Consolata. How many of you know Consolata? Yes, so I schooled there. Nikaenda briefly Consolata Kikuyu, nikatoka Kikuyu nimemaliza Malindi High School. You all know Malindi High School, eh? So you are in the right place. What I want to tell you is, this phase of life, you are a student. So, be a student. Life is all about phases. You are here as a student, amka asubuhi, kuja shule. Be physically in school and mentally in school. Do not be physically in school, mentally tired like them, sleeping. So, it's a culture. You start it young. I know kuongea sana sometimes gets you bored, but just listen. Come to school, listen to the teachers, do the right thing. Tumeloana. Tusome. Madam here has talked about the fame that the school have. So you are in the right place. You only need to do what? The right thing. And the right thing is for you to be who? No, the right thing is for you to be a student right now. Do not become a boyfriend to someone or a husband. You are not there. You are right now, you are a student. So be the 1% that do the right thing. Soma, ukimaliza kusoma, hiyo soft life yenye kila mtu anataka, it will come. But it will come through discipline and doing the right thing. Ukimaliza shule, tutapatana college, tutapatana mahali huko. You will greet your teachers ukiona kwa barabara. Sio unaona mwalimu alafu unahepa. That is not good. So again, be a student, do the right thing. Tupatane Likoni Technical, maybe utaenda KU, we don't know what God has in place for you. But the most important thing that I want to tell you is, what? Be the 1% that do the right thing. Life is all about faces. Your face right now is for you to become who? Yes, be a student, soma, umalize, you get that grade yenye Mungu amekupangia, then you follow what next. The next phase of you is going to college or university. Life has a way of connecting the dots. So, tufanye nini? Let us do the right thing. So thank you so much. For more information about the courses that we offer, the criteria that you can join the college in, tutakuwa hapo nyuma.
A doctor in our university called Dr. Jandu Singh. He's a consultant ENT specialist. He's one of our doctors for staff, and he comes from Alidina. How did I know that? I also come from Mombasa, so we knew each other because of that. Now, the challenge of that, you come from a school where giants have been produced. And because of that, you now have a responsibility unto yourself. You see, if those giants did what they did and they gave this school a reputation, then it will be quite unfortunate if you are the one to bring that status down. Sindio? Ama, do you want to be the one to be told that the performance of Alidina went down because of this group? Do you want to be in that position? Yeah. So that gives you a benchmark. You have a responsibility to do nothing less than that benchmark. Nothing less than professionals in the Alidinian Old Boys Association. Are we all aspiring to be professionals? Good. Now, I am here to talk to you as an institution of higher learning. An institution of higher learning. We all know we were in primary school, sindio? That was the primary level of education. Here we are in a secondary school. That is our secondary level of education. So do you know where next you will be? Where will you be next from here? We have a primary education, secondary education, and next is? I've been told I'm talking to Alidinians, so nikiuliza swali najua ni majibu napata, si ndio? So the next level should be? University level. Do you know the actual name that is given to that level of education? Give me one na nipatie. Ndio niseme tuko na miti kweli hapa. Sawa? So msibwage Alidina. Primary education, secondary education, and the third level is? Yes? Yes? Sema kwa nguvu watu wasikie. Precisely. So tuko Alidina sasa. Tertiary education, that's where you are going from here. And by tertiary education, what we mean is universities fall in that cluster, polytechnics fall in that cluster, and any vocational training institution comes in that cluster. That is the topmost level of education. So I'm keeping quiet so that it sinks into your head that haujafika mwisho hapa huko. You still have one more level to advance. Sawa sawa? And that is where now Kenyatta University comes in. We are at that level where we train people to become professionals. That's why we call it higher level of education. At the tertiary level, this is where we train students on skills which they will use to get their livelihoods and develop the nation. Because kama sahi, nikikutoa shule nikwambia uende ufanye kazi, do you think you will be somebody that the nation, you will be someone who will contribute in an impactful way to the nation? Sahi, nikutoa tu hapa nikwambia sasa wewe hakutaki skuli, enda uanze kazi. Who will you be? Utasema wewe ni nani ukiulizwa? You see, that is the predicament. Tukikutoa hapa sasa tukupeleke pale nje, you will be lost. Sawa sawa? So there is a logic in us doing these levels, these education levels. We know that when you are young, you normally don't have any particular kind of direction. All of us were born with no skills, ndio? Tulizaliwa tukiwa hatuna skill yoyote. Yako ilikuwa ni uamke, ulie, ulale, ule, urudi tena kulala, si ndio? That was all that you could do in this world. Si ndio? But as time progresses, ikafika pale pahali, you learned something, si ndio? You started learning. And what was the first? From a source, which is your parents. That was the education. Education starts there. You started with a language. You learned a language. And from that language, that is the one that facilitated you now to be able to go to a school and communicate with others. So ulianza Kiswahili ukapelekwa nasari, ukaweza kuongea na wenzako, ndo ukajua kumbe hii dunia siko peke yangu. You used to think wewe ni mjanja, ukagotwa kuingia na wenzako. You realize sasa uko kwa dunia, si ndio? Yeah, ukaingia sasa primary. See, that is now education. You are starting to become educated in the ways of the world. So you are still nowhere, nila tunakuzoesha tu wenzako bado. That is also a skill. We are training you. Interpersonal skill. How to engage with others. Because in this world you will not operate alone. The first lessons is how you operate with others. So you got that lesson. You went into primary school, ushacheza na wenzako. Sasa we want you now to focus on something. What is this something? What is this something that we wanted you to focus? We wanted you to know how to write. We wanted you to know how to read. Sindio? That is what we wanted you to be literate and numerate. That's why you are told to count. You are taught how to read and write. So what we were teaching you was to be literate, one. By literate we mean you know how to read and write. And by numerate, you know how to count and how to operate those numbers. That's another level of education that you got at your primary level. Still, you don't have any skill. We are still training you how to interact with the world. Now from that point, you knew that in this world, communication is not only by talking. You also need to know how to write. And there's another form of communication. You need also to know how to read what other people who are not near you have written. That was the whole idea. We took you to primary school for you to achieve that. Did you realize that when you're in primary school? You didn't. Sindio? It came naturally. The education system is tailored to take you through life in a logical format, step by step, without you even knowing it. We trained you without you knowing that you're actually being trained to do something meaningful. Did we achieve that or not? It was achieved. You can read now, you can write. You know what numbers are, the sequence they follow, how you combine those numbers together to do something meaningful. Then we introduced you to a whole range of subjects in primary. How many subjects did you do? In primary school, how many? Wale wanasema 5 wapi? Because me I'm old school, eh? Time yangu ilikuwa ni masomo mingi zaidi ya hiyo. 5? Okay, so I'm assuming that at your level you did 5. That's my assumption. Because during my time it was around 8, 7 hapo. Yeah? So you did a bit of English, right? You did Kiswahili, you did maths, you did GSC, you did some science. GSC is geography, history, and civics. Eh? Social studies. Now you see, he understands where I'm coming from. So that is me. From my context, that was now my form of education. So you did which subject, so that I talk in your context, in primary?
I did English, Swahili,
yeah,
mathematics,
yeah,
science, social studies, and religion.
There we are. So now that we are making this discussion, from what I have started by saying, have you ever wondered why we introduced those subjects to you to start? Because here you are a kid. We teach you maths, physics, maths, English, your Kiswahili, social studies, and the likes. What for at that time? Mtoto mdogo tumekufundisha social vitu. What was the objective? Can you now think along those lines? What was the objective? So the objective here, we were now introducing you to the various kinds of fields that are available for your profession in this world. So we were giving you those subjects so that you can explore your potential and your interests. We all have different interests here, isn't it? So if I give you a range of things, then there are those who utaona how these are good in maths, these are good in sciences, these are good in social studies, and the likes. So that is where now you start knowing yourself, what you like and what you would like to do on a day-to-day basis. Kuna wale watu ukiwawachia maths, now umewaweka kwa field yao, si ndio? Now you have known that is now your passion. Maths, hiyo ndo kitu napendanga, si ndio? Nikukuweka kwa social, we know that you are the humanities kind of person. You like those kinds of studies. Now we are building you up to know what you like. We are exposing you that this world, there are sciences, there are arts, there are humanities. So where do you fall in those brackets? So we will know you from your performance there. Sawa. Currently, I think the government has introduced CBC. It is now more enhanced that by the time you are in junior secondary, you are proceeding to, you are in a lower primary, you are proceeding to the junior secondary. They are now narrowing you down to focus on some specific areas of interest. Because at the end of the day, we want to know your areas of competence so that you can be able now to say that after secondary school, since my interest is 1, 2, 3, then I need to pursue these kinds of career.
To thank our guests here. It's such a pleasure to have them in our school. They have sacrificed part of their time talking to us, telling us about their career opportunity, giving us time to express ourselves and giving us an opportunity to know what is out there in the university. I would like to thank our teachers and school management at large for bringing these professionals and personalities to our school so that we can get the knowledge on what is ahead of us after leaving Alidina. Thank you so much, our guests. May God bless you for the good work. Thank you. Alidina, appreciate it.
Guests, teachers, and my fellow students, good afternoon. First and foremost, I want to congratulate our guests. Thank you so much. And our teachers for allowing the guests to come and tell us a very, very important career. As students, I hope we have learned a lot from them. And they also show us some example for how we can come and to know ourselves as a career teachers, career students. And I remember that our guest said that when we are choosing subject, we choose wisely, as the way we choose our friend wisely. We choose our careers wisely. And I want to congratulate the students. They were well. All students, thank you for the work, good work for not making noise. You have learned so how to cooperate with them together. And I think I have all that.
Leo wanafunzi wa Alidina pamoja na walimu wao tumeweza kufika katika nyumba ya wazee ambayo iko hapa Chuda na nyumba ya kuhifadhi watoto. Hii leo tunakamilisha ama kuadhimisha miaka 100 tangu shule yetu kufunguliwa, shule ya upili Alidina Visa. Hii leo tumekuja kuwatembelea ili tuwape nasaha, ili waone ni watu ambao tuko pamoja katika jamii. Kwa kufanya hivi wao watapata kuona tunawajibikia sisi kama vijana ambao ndio tegemeo la kesho. Tumekuja hapa kuwasaidia, kuwapa nasaha, kuwapa upamoja ambao utaweza kuwahusisha wao waone wanahusika katika jamii husika. Hivyo basi mimi na wenzangu hapa, wanafunzi pamoja na walimu wetu pale kando, tumekuja ili tuje tuwatembelee hao. Wao kuwa hapa haimaanishi kuwa jamii imewatenga, hapana. Ni kwa sababu majukumu yamekuwa mingi. Wazazi kama hawa ambao wamekuwa wazee wanahitaji uangalizi wa karibu. Kwa hivyo basi tumekuja hapa kuadhimisha miaka 100 ya shule yetu, na kwa hivyo tumewaletea pamoja nasi vitu ambazo zitaweza kuwasaidia katika mustakabali wao. Ningependa pia kuwashukuru wadhamini wote waliotusaidia, ikiwemo watu wadhamini ambao ni wafayaz ambao wameweza kutupatia vitu kama hivi, walimu kwa kuandamana nasi, na nyinyi mnaochukua video kama hizi. Kwa wanafunzi wenzangu, ningependa kuhamasisha jamii kwa jumla. Sote kuwazuru wazee kama hawa ni kwamba tunawapa hamasisho, tunawapa dhana ya kujiona kuwa wanahusika katika jamii, na kwa hivyo hatufai kutengana nao. Hivyo basi ningependa kutoa shukrani zangu za dhati kwa wote mliofika hapa kuiadhimisha siku hii ya leo. Langu kubwa na saa ambao ningependa kutoa ni kuwa wazazi huko manyumbani, walimu mashuleni, wanafunzi, watoto wenzangu ambao popote mlipo mnaponisikia, wazee kama hawa, watoto kama hawa wamewekwa katika sehemu kama hizi kwa sababu ya uangalizi wa karibu. Hivyo basi inatubidi sisi tupange masiku angalau kwa juma mara moja, mwezi mara moja, mwaka mara moja, tuje tuangalie watu kama hawa. Wanahitaji usaidizi wetu, wanahitaji nasaha zetu ili wao wasijione wapweke. Kweli Waswahili husema upweke ni uvundo, na hivyo basi wanataka uangalizi wa karibu wetu kama sisi vijana ambao ni tegemeo la kesho. Kwa kuangalia hawa vijana walioko hapa na wazee, si kwamba wamesalitiwa na familia zao, si kuwa wametengwa, ila tu ni kwa sababu majukumu ya kidunia yamekuwa mingi. Hivyo basi tujihamasishe kuwatembelea watu kama hawa ili wasijione ni wapweke. Shukrani sana. Ningependa kutoa shukrani za dhati kwa kiongozi na kinara wa shule yetu Bwana Ndimuli, Bwana Dishon Ndimuli, na walimu wote kwa jumla, wanafunzi walioweza kuandamana nasi hapa. Shukrani, asanteni sana.